What's up, people? In this video, we're going to do this one by this girl's name, Abbey Sharp. She is doing a reaction to HRH Collections, who is a LA-based vlogger, I guess, like Beverly Hills, who does videos on like fashion, I guess, whatever. Anyway, I've done a video by this girl, Abbey Sharp. She's like the worst of the worst, like virtue signaling. Anybody who's a nutritionist is like by their nature, or they're also going to be like into virtue signaling, because that's all nutrition is really. Nutrition science is like, well, blah blah blah, because this study actually said that, like, blah blah blah, so that means that like I technically am not making a value judgment either way, because it's this other thing that like is making the call, and I'm just using this other thing as a proxy to like call you an idiot, basically. Anyway, I already know where this is going, but we're gonna watch it anyway. I like HRH Collection. She's so Beverly Hills. I kind of want to hang out with her if I ever go there. Yeah, trigger warning, off to a great start.
Hey everyone, before we get into today's video, I want to issue a quick trigger.
Also, for some reason, I'm only hearing this in my right ear, so I apologize. That is not me. I'm also going to turn on captions, because some of you have complained that you can't understand this at the speed that I play.
The video that I will be reviewing today does contain some disordered eating tips, tricks, and recommendations. So if this sounds like something that may be triggering to you, I suggest not watching. Hey everyone, I'm Abbey Sharp. Welcome to Abby's Kitchen. In today's video, I want to talk about a recent YouTube video that has gained a lot of attention, and it's actually been sent to me by like 20 different fans of mine. So this is by HRH Collection's Alexander Pierce, and it's titled "Fine, Then Go Be Fat and Leave Me Alone." Does anybody have any vodka for this? Okay, so before I get into the video, let's talk about Alexandra and her channel in general. So Alexandra is a beauty blogger and YouTuber that has over 150,000 subscribers on YouTube and over 100,000 followers on Instagram. So it's safe to say that the girl has a lot of responsibility and influence. Most of Alexandra's Instagram consists of her fashion products, particularly jewelry. However, she periodically dives into the wellness space and talks about her journey to becoming skinny. Those are her words, friends, not mine. In fact, she started an entire story series on her Instagram titled Skinny. But I'll get back to that a little later. Alexandra has gained a lot of popularity for her controversial rants, and today's video is no exception. So today I want to chat about some of the most problematic elements of this video to save you from having to watch it yourself. You're welcome. Issue number one is that her diet recommendations sound very much aligned with the criteria for disordered eating. Now, I am not a psychiatrist or psychologist, and I'm absolutely not formally diagnosing her with anything, but it's my professional opinion as a dietitian that a lot of Alexandra's statements do not reflect a healthy relationship with food. In fact, if you check out Neta's website page for their warning signs and symptoms of an eating disorder, I see a lot of those checked off boxes. Let's take a look at some of the most problematic statements in this video. First of all, you shouldn't be eating after 8. If you're trying to lose weight, do not eat after 8. Like, kitchen is fucking closed after 8. No. If you're dying, I told you. I told you guys what's not enough. It's 10 calorie jello. It's fucking like string beans or something, and like cherry tomatoes, like a jalapeno, like a fucking pickle, like a tiny pickle, or something like that. Like, no, you're not eating anymore. I'm also going to talk about going to bed hungry. You guys are going to tell me I don't give a shit. And by the way, I'm not helpful to gun to your head, and I'm not like, if you don't, like, I didn't like you're like an influencer. You shouldn't be saying things that like, first of all, you're not going to die from this. You're going to look better. So shut up. Is there more? Is there have to be more? Is there? Tell me.
I don't like Abbey Sharp. I'm sorry, Abbey Sharp. Not that I don't like you. It's just that, like, what's my problem with this? So the girl wants to be skinny. Big deal. What's wrong with that? Like, you want to be skinny? You're not skinny. Like, just say whatever the fuck you want. Like, she's not saying anything bad. Oh no, there's some people on the internet who like might get offended that somebody said they want to be skinny. Like, go fucking, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not allowed to say it because some fucking, I can't even say retard anymore. Some sensitive little like bitch. Sorry, I can still say bitch, right? Some sensitive little bitch will be like, oh my god, how dare you say that, like, if somebody wants to be skinny, they can just say they want to be skinny on their own social media profiles. They have 150,000 subscribers or followers. They have responsibility to, like, all the sensitive little bitches out there to not say they want to be skinny. How much of a useless human being do you have to be to actually believe that? And I know, like, I don't think she actually thinks that herself. I think she's just cashing in on the, like, hashtag, you know, fat people are beautiful, whatever, like, hashtag don't have an eating disorder, hashtag I'm a dietitian, and let me like read you this government website. Oh yeah, because the government is so fucking knowledgeable about nutrition. I'm sorry, I don't want to say anything bad about anybody, but this is a complete joke. Yeah, the girl wants to be skinny. Give her a break. Like, who cares, you know? And to be fair, anybody who has seen HRH Collection, like, she's not exactly the type of person who you would take their advice seriously, or like take anything they say with a grain of salt. Because the girl's, I mean, I'm not saying she's ditzy, but she's very, like, she acts like a complete, she's very ditzy. I don't know, she's like a super valley girl. Not even a valley, she's like worse than a valley girl. She's like a Beverly Hills girl. She gets so much like plastic surgery and like work done. She's obsessed with brands. She always calls herself fat, which, by the way, is something I do all the time also. Maybe it's an LA thing, I'm not sure, but I'm not like afraid that like some people out there will be scared that I called myself fat. Like, Absolutely useless. All right.
Tell me how much more I have to listen to. So, like, if you're dying, then you can have a 10-calorie package Jell-O? Like, I am totally aware that some people feel they need to have some kind of guidelines or structure with their eating, and that is totally okay. That is one thing. But Alexander is actively telling you to ignore your body's screaming hunger cues, which are designed to help you feel your body right. I'm getting mad. Oh my God. Obviously, this type of eating is not sustainable, and it sounds pretty damn miserable if you ask me. I mean, your body is literally begging you to eat to the point that you're excited about eating string beans and 2 cherry tomatoes. That is a good sign that you should respect those cues and give it the fuel that it's asking for before you do some serious metabolic and psychological damage. Okay, next.
Okay, what you should do, it says you should get right back on track, accept that it happened and move on. Understand that human beings aren't perfect. Okay, that's what it says you should do. What you shouldn't do is this. Beat yourself up for being human. Do cardio as a punishment to make up for it. Restrict calories or meals. If I was a cartoon, there would be like red, my face would be red and there'd be like steam coming out of my ears. Okay. No,
That's me right now.
Completely bad advice. Let me tell you what you should do. This is what I hate. I hate this. What you should do. What you shouldn't do. You shouldn't beat yourself up over being a bad human. No, beat yourself up for being human. What? What does that have to do with fucking up? If you fuck up and you don't want to like fuck up your like progress, then you should do something to rectify that situation. Like, just because you don't feel sorry for yourself doesn't mean it's gonna like go away. Like, you did damage, so make sure you fucking do something to like get that to like rectify that damage. Someone said do cardio as a punishment to make up for it. What's wrong with that? Absolutely. If you go over your calories one day, go on a run. What's wrong with that?
This is wrong on so many levels. Okay, first of all, you're allowed to be a human being and enjoy food. But second, you shouldn't have to treat yourself like shit because you decided to enjoy a little cake. In fact, I would argue that you're being kind to yourself by allowing all foods to fit into your diet. But Alexander here is telling her viewers that they need to fix the damage that they've done. This is diet culture 101.
All right. So this is a perfect example of like good advice for some people, bad advice for other people, right? Because what's the problem with this is you'll get people who are like social justice warriors, who are 100 pounds overweight and they're like, or even just fatter than they want to be or should be, allowing themselves to eat cake and pizza and like, yes. Can I help you?
Oh.
I'm in the middle of something. What are you doing?
Sorry.
Thank you. Oh my God, that was fun. So you'll get people who are people who are much bigger and fatter than they should be, using this as an excuse to go eat whatever they want. Like, well, Abbey Sharp said I can fit all foods into my diet and I shouldn't beat myself up because I had some cake, so I'm gonna have some cake, right? But like, if you are trying to lose weight, if you are trying to achieve a certain look, if you are trying to like get fit, yeah, guess what? If you eat a fucking piece of cake, you should go on a run. You should actually do that. That's not disordered eating. Like, you should, guess what, everybody, Abbey Sharp, like, it's good to feel bad sometimes, okay? All right? Feeling bad is not bad. Feeling bad is good within reason, right? That's number one. Number two, being hungry is also good. If you're fucking fat and out of shape, yeah, guess what? You need to be hungry. Being hungry is going to solve your problem, because when you're hungry, your body's releasing hormones that are going to help you burn fat. End of story. Yeah.
You eat something enjoyable, you feel like crap about it, then you go on a diet, then you cave and you eat it, and the cycle repeats itself over and over and over again. Instead, what if we actually enjoyed the food on occasion and didn't feel bad about it after? Like I've talked about before, it would lose its power and appeal, and we wouldn't feel the need to overdo it and binge. I'm sorry, but this is a whole lot of wrong.
Go to bed hungry. And then you wake up way thinner, honestly, and you wake up like with a flatter stomach. I just wake up feeling so much better. Like, when I was heavy, I used to go to bed fucking full. Like, I would eat till I like couldn't eat anymore almost. Like, I like grazed after dinner. One of the best things in my weight loss thing that I've done is to go to bed hungry. Not like starving. So like, if I had dinner at like 7, like, and then had like some random stupid like vegetable snacks or whatever, Jello, 10 calorie Jello after 8, you know, then I went to bed. I would basically go to bed kind of hungry, and then you wake up in the morning and I could feel like my bones, which I love, I know, whatever, not like anorexic, about too much fucking anorexic, you tell me. Like, I feel like, oh my God, like rather than feeling stomach, I felt like, you know, my pelvic bone, hip bone, like on the bed, you know what I mean? Like my rib on the bed. And like, I'm not trying to like be like really, really fucking skinny. I can't ever get really skinny. Like, I'm not like that, because I love food too much. But you know what I mean? I like that. When I don't wake up feeling like that, I feel like I know I ate too much the day before, to be honest, okay?
This makes me like really, really sad. First of all, feeling your bones should never, ever be a goal. It's
all right. Virtue signaling. Like, this is like classic, like intentional misinterpreting of what somebody's saying. Like, is she a journalist? Like, is that what's happening here? I'm really sorry, Abbey Sharp, if you ever watch this. I don't think you will. But like, come on. If she's fat, she wants to feel her bone. She probably doesn't feel her bones because they're covered in fat. Like, yeah, feeling your bone is a good thing. I remember when I was chubby in junior high, and then I joined the cross country team as like a way to get in shape. It's like when I first started getting in shape, and I joined the cross country team. which is like long distance running. I was a fucking chubby kid. I got no business joining the cross country team. But I remember it was the first time I ever saw the vein in my forearm. And I was like, it happened after like a week, you know? And I remember sitting on my bed and like looking at the vein in my forearm and thinking like, oh my God, that's so cool. I can see my vein. And then like I looked at the other one, I had a vein in the other one too. And then I kept going and I kept seeing more improvements. And I kept like, I don't know if I felt my bones, but like, is it bad now to like be happy that you saw a vein in your body? Is that also bad, Abbey Sharp? Like, you know, going to bed hungry, like there's a difference. Some girl who looks like a fucking skeleton, which is not HRH Collection by any stretch of the imagination. No offense if she ever watches this, but like some girl who looks like a skeleton should not be going, Eugenia Cooney should not be going to bed hungry or be hungry ever, really. But girls who are fat and overweight, I guess technically they should also not be going to bed hungry. They should be eating meat and eggs. Like, what place does that even have in this discussion? But that would solve all of these problems. But like, I don't know. It's not bad to be hungry. People, like, being hungry is good. You should be, if you're fat, guess what? Being hungry is good. Fasting is good. Like exercise, like push, like, you know, the pain of exercise is good also. I don't know, this is terrible.
Obviously a sign that your body is losing too much of its muscle and fat, which is needed for so many important biological functions. But also, waking up ravenously hungry is a sign that you didn't eat enough before bed, and that your blood sugar levels are so low that your body's literally begging you for fuel. Also, a lot of the time when we wake up, our body might look a little bit different because we're actually dehydrated. And any kind of toned look tends to go away once we drink some water and eat some food. Like, this is not a state that is healthy for most people to maintain unless you want to end up in the hospital for dehydration. All right, now speaking of bones, my other bone to pick is that
she didn't say wake up ravenously hungry, number one. So like, come on, that's not what she said. That's number one. Number two, waking up in the morning is a result of being, or waking up and looking thinner is a result of always being dehydrated. There is some truth to that, but that's not all of it. Like if you eat less, or you just losing water when you eat less food, like, no, your body's gonna fucking burn fat because you don't have any food. So it's got to do something, you know, to maintain your life, I guess. I don't know. This is just like such hardcore, like, I'm going to get subscribers and like win votes by attacking some girl who has to be fair, HRH Collection, this girl is not like, she doesn't have healthy habits, really. Those are not, I would never say about her like, oh, she's in great shape, she's super healthy, go do what she does. And to be fair, like, I guess it does make sense for this Abbey Sharp lady to like criticize her, what she's doing. But when you exaggerate what she's saying that she's doing, and use your like government website to back up your arguments, I don't know, I just get like a very cringy like feeling about this. It's too like social justice warrior for me.
Speaks as if calories are really all that matters. Now, with all of the advances we've seen in nutrition science, I'm really annoyed that we're reverting back to this concept that calories are king. Let's take a look at some examples.
What I'm talking about is popcorn in general. People think it's like a healthy alternative, and I'm telling you it's not. It's like the devil. It's probably as bad as avocado is, calories-wise. And I don't want to hear anything on here like, if you guys are going to sit here and try to tell me calories don't work, then honestly there's something wrong with your brain, because you can see, I don't know how much I've lost. I'm guessing like 20 to 30 pounds. I'm guessing 25 maybe. That's what I'm guessing. Okay. So if calorie counting doesn't work, then apparently, like, I don't know, I just lost weight from nothing, right? From doing nothing. Okay. Let's talk now. Like, don't talk to me about it. Go talk to Dr. Nada. There it is better. Okay. It's all about calories. I told you I could eat fucking 12 Oreos. I can eat 1,000 calories of Oreos or 1,000 calories of fucking broccoli, and it would be the same thing.
She is angry. Anyway, so Alexandra says that she can eat 1,000 calories of Oreos or 1,000 calories of broccoli and still have the same weight loss outcome. Now, just to be clear, calories do matter. Overeating or undereating calories can both have effects on our health and cause changes to our weight. However, that doesn't mean that we should equate eating Oreos to eating broccoli just because in certain portions they're calorically equal. The good thing about eating a diet high in vegetables is the nutrient and fiber content. Fiber helps to fill us up and keeps us satiated. They're also pretty low in calories, so it'd be very hard to overdo it. You have to eat a lot of broccoli. But in comparison, Oreos are low in nutrients and high in sugar. This causes a big up-down effect on our blood sugar, which can leave us feeling pretty hungry pretty fast. So even if we only ate 1,000 calories of Oreos now, we would be hungry for more calories far sooner than had we had 1,000 calories of broccoli. So no, Alexandra, calories may matter, but they're not created equal.
Still a lot of calories.
All right, so that's actually a point we agree on, whereas food choice matters. Basically, you know, calories are important, but they're not the only thing. Like, calories matter, but they're not the only thing that matters. So that's true. As far as broccoli having lots of nutrients, like, what nutrients are those specifically? Like fiber? Is fiber a nutrient? I don't think it is. I do not. I could be wrong. Is fiber a nutrient? I guess it is. Dietary fiber is a plant-based nutrient, but that your body can't absorb and does nothing for your body except fill up your fucking stomach and make you not want to eat. So like, okay, technically I guess it is a nutrient, but it's not a nutrient that your body can use for anything meaningful other than making you feel full and like tricking you into thinking that you shouldn't eat anymore. So semantics maybe, but yeah, to think that calories are the only thing that matters is a great way to shoot yourself in the foot and make sure that you hamstring your weight loss goals or fitness goals like indefinitely. Also, to be fair, it doesn't mean you can never eat Oreos, or you can't eat Oreos, or you can't even eat Oreos every day. Yeah, you want to eat Oreos every day, go ahead, fine. But like, make sure you have enough other healthy habits in the other areas of your life, like exercise and eating the right foods, meat and eggs, that's not a problem.
Sandra, calories may matter, but they're not created equal.
Still a lot of calories, okay? Let me show you how much you get in this bullshit bag for 80 calories. It's not even worth it. It's not worth it. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this little baby fucking bowl. This is 80 calories of fucking nothing in here. It's nothing. First of all, it's like, there's not gonna see this. I swear to God. It's like a sea salt popcorn. I fucking hate this shit. I hate this. Probably 3 handfuls. That's all you get. 3 handfuls of this for 80 calories, okay? It's not worth it. I would much rather have a 100 calorie pack of Doritos. At least you get probably, what is it, 13 now. How many calories? I think for 140 calories, I think you got like, I don't want to say it, everyone's gonna fucking come after me. If I say like, you get 10 chips, you're like, no, you get 11 chips, and that's a big thing. So I can't even say it, so I can't send myself, because once this is up, I can't speak, you know what I mean? But all I'm saying is I'd rather have 100 calories of Doritos, something I really genuinely like, and sit there and savor them, than this little fucking piss-ass bowl of plain popcorn. Is so depressing.
She's so angry. I don't understand how anyone can be so angry at popcorn. It's just popcorn. So Alexandra and I can agree and disagree on this one. First of all, why is 80 calories painted to be such a big deal? Like in the grand scheme of a typical 2,000 calorie diet, 80 calories is no big deal. In fact, it's negligible at best. Also, popcorn is the best, but I'm cool with this disagreement because what I agree with you on is the idea of choosing foods that you actually love and savoring them. A lot of people try to replace their unhealthy snacks with guilt-free diet options, and the common issue is that they feel so unsatisfied after that, and they start craving the other snack that they actually want. So let's say that you wanted Doritos, but you would only allow yourself to have popcorn. So you eat your small portion of popcorn, not be satisfied. Then you eat a handful of cereal, and then nuts, and then grapes, and then cheese, and you'd still not be satisfied. And then you would cave and have an entire family-sized bag of Doritos. And by that time, you've really eaten beyond your physical needs. So most people would actually be better off if they just enjoyed the cookie or the bag of chips or whatever it is that they really, really want without the guilt, so that they could move on, stop thinking about it, and stop putting it on a pedestal. Having said that, intuitive eating is not just about eating Doritos all day, every day because you like them. It's about neutralizing the power of Doritos so you're less likely to overeat them. Meanwhile, it's about incorporating some gentle nutrition into your day and then taking notes about how...
Taking notes, give me a break. Okay, so this HRH girl does not have good values when it comes to food. Like, now that I've seen more of this like reaction video, I'm comfortable saying that. Like, too much focus on calories, not enough focus on food choice, and like, that's it, I guess, period, right? And what this girl, Abbey Sharp, just said, for the most part, is true, right? However, the reason why you would want to eat all these other foods afterwards is because neither popcorn nor Doritos are filling. You could start eating only the Doritos, but if you eat the fucking 100 calorie pack of Doritos, that's not going to make you... What, you're going to eat that 100 calorie pack of Doritos and all of a sudden you're going to stop? You're not going to want to eat anymore? Come on. You're going to want to smash the whole bag anyway. Okay, none of these foods are going to be satisfying the way meat and eggs are going to be satisfying, which is not on here, and she's made no mention of it. I don't know if maybe if we talk to her like more at length, if she would recommend that. I think she would, but I think if you're a dietitian, your hands are kind of tied and you have to like, talk about like the government regulations for your fucking certification or license or whatever it is. So like, yeah, that's not why you're going to want to eat more, because they're not satisfying.
Oh my God.
Skinny Instagrammers out there, you guys know they don't actually eat, right? They actually don't fucking eat. There's no way in hell skinny, very, very skinny girls eat. It's just impossible. It's they're born with some with very, very lucky gene. Typically, they actually starve themselves. They probably...
While I would not be surprised if some influencers do misrepresent their eating patterns on social media, it's not fair to say that all thin people are lying. I would also suggest that it's not fair to say that all fat people eat poorly. Our bodies naturally come in all different shapes and sizes. Some people are born with larger bodies, while others are born with smaller ones. And research also shows that genetics play a huge role in the natural fate of our body size and how we metabolize calories. Here's the thing though. It's not like the Mendelian way of inheritance, where you may have brown eyes or blue eyes depending on which gene is dominant or recessive. It appears that there are actually well over 50 different genes that are associated with how we store fat. So it's not a black and white science. What we do know, however, is that some genes may be affected by our food choices more than others. So for example, one common gene associated with fat mass is called the FTO gene. Research has shown that people with an FTO variant are more likely to have a higher BMI. What's more, early research suggests that having this variant can also change the way we metabolize and store energy, meaning that some people may store fat much quicker and in greater amounts than others. In addition to this, there is some research that suggests prenatal nutrition plays a role in our body's ability to metabolize food. So it seems that a fetus's nutritional status can actually alter molecules that affect genes that are dedicated to metabolism and as a result lead to a higher or lower level of fat storage later on in life. Finally, there's a growing amount of evidence that tells us that our gut microbiome affects our weight as well. So it seems that a less diverse microbiome is associated with a higher body weight, while a more diverse microbiome is linked to lower body weights, regardless of caloric intake. This honestly is just scratching the surface, and I haven't even touched on the social determinants of health here. And of course, some people can manipulate their body weight, some with behavioral changes, despite their DNA, but considering the diet failure rate is 95%, calories in and calories out is far from a perfect science. And my final issue here is the valuing of thinness over health.
So in other words, everybody, if you're fat, it's not your fault because of the FTO gene or because of what your mommy ate when she was pregnant with you. It's a joke. Like at the end of the day, I don't know why people make it so complicated. Like if you want to be fit and healthy, you go to the gym and you exercise and you eat nutrient dense food. Like you eat meat, you know, you eat eggs, you eat fucking, I guess, go ahead, eat your vegetables, eat your fucking fruit, whatever, granola, whatever you want to eat. But like, that's it. And you eat infrequently, I guess, which is still somehow, it escapes people, right? I think honestly what it really is, like diet failure rate is 95%. People just, what is it with people that they don't want to accept the fact that it's literally just like exercise, weight training, anaerobic activity, playing fucking sport, like something, and eating the right foods and not eating shitty foods. Why is that so hard for people to accept that videos like this exist and that the what are the comments on this? I kind of want to know. It's so hard to watch another woman hand her power and self-worth so easily. To be fair, like I'm not saying like this HRH girl is like doing a great job. Like she's not criticizing, for example, Natasha Ocean, who seems to have like better values when it comes to health and fitness. She's taking an easy target, which is this girl who's like, you know, obsessed with her appearance, but kind of doing the lazy way, like focusing on fashion, focusing on like crash dieting, focusing on plastic surgery, you know, instead of why don't you take some of that money and hire a fucking trainer at Equinox? Like, get your ass into shape, you know? So she's picking an easy target. Like, so it's not, I'm not like, I can't really, I guess, defend this HRH girl and say she's doing everything right. But I guess the desire to want to be thinner is not bad. Like, I want to be thin, but I know that being thin implies health, right? It's not like I want to be thin and I'm like, you know, whatever, scooping up my insides with a fucking ice cream scoop to like make more room in my stomach.
You guys know I always say being thin does not equal healthy. Just like being in a larger body also does not equal being unhealthy. It's pretty clear that Alexandra needs some consistent validation from her followers just to tell her that she looks thin. I mean, let's just take a quick look at some of this footage here.
Remember the photo I posted yesterday? You guys, people literally, well, first of all, people this one time like they said that I was photoshopping my pictures. Like, I swear that I'm not photoshopping my pictures. It's a combination of having lost a lot of weight, yes, but also knowing my angles. You guys have always admitted that like I know my angles. But did you guys see this fucking photo? I look like an exclamation point in this picture. Like, can we talk about this? And if you're not locked, because like half you guys are watching, I understand, so you like unfortunately can't see. But like, I look a goddamn exclamation point in this fucking photo. Like, I look like an I, like a capital I. I look at like a small lowercase L. Like, there's nothing to me. I couldn't believe it. Like, the whole thing looks photoshopped as fuck. Like, I would die over these comments. They're so funny. Like, you guys make me fucking laugh. I was dying. Like, someone said how big that cup looks next to Alex. Hold on. I see a black Sharpie line with the head. Okay, BRB, gonna go buy a whole section of Lean Cuisine to get this bod. You guys are so funny. Hold on. Alex is so thin, she can look at the peephole. She can look at the peephole with both eyes. Someone said, I love you, but being skinny is out. Okay, like, don't be fat by yourself and shut up. Leave me alone. Like, what do I do that? Like, what a stupid comment. I love you, but being skinny is so out. Okay, well then don't be fat. Leave me alone.
So yeah, this is like really hard to watch because it's really sad to see someone whose whole identity is so bound up in the validation that she gets from her strangers, from followers, people who don't actually really know her, and how upset it makes her when she doesn't get it. It's honestly really hard to watch another woman just hand over her power and self-worth so easily. Honestly, I fully get it. You know, you work in the public eye and people don't know you, but they feel like they have the right to say horrible, horrible things to you. And even though it shouldn't matter, sometimes it still like really hurts. So I totally can relate on that level. I also fully understand and appreciate the desire to lose weight, even if currently that's kind of out of vogue or taboo to talk about. However, what I do want to flag is that there are a number of recommendations that Alexandra makes.
What is happening in the world? What is going on? What crazy ass world we live in. This is insane. Oh, losing weight is taboo. Wow. To whom is it taboo? Like, who are these people? I know who they are, but like, it's rare that I'd meet them in the real world. Like, they only exist on the internet. These people who think that all this like fat shaming and like what is the other, like being a skinny legend is all of a sudden a bad thing, or being not being fat. Like, does being thin equal health? Not necessarily. Does being big equal like poor health? Yeah, it kind of does. Sorry everyone, but like, if you have extra fat on your body, it's not really a good thing. But the problem is people will take this and run with it too far. Because imagine you take all of like, let's say you believe 100% everything Abbey Sharp says in this video. What does she say? Like, don't beat yourself up if you eat a piece of cake. Being thin doesn't mean that you're healthy. Being fat doesn't mean that you're unhealthy. Don't feel bad if you eat food that you like, and don't feel like you have to go to, you know, quote unquote, punish yourself by exercising afterwards. What else? Like, you know, all of these like things going together are going to like make people feel good about being fat, basically. And like, you know, I don't care. Like, doesn't bother me really at all. Like, you want to be fat, you want to not feel bad about eating cake and then not go run it off in some cardio. Like, okay, cool, go ahead. But why would you don't people actually know the truth? Like, despite all of this like social justice nonsense, don't people actually know that being thin and like having defined muscles is inherently better than not having that? Like, let's you know, let's all redefine the line right here. Like, if you're thin with muscles, that's better. Sorry, everyone, you don't believe that, you don't like that. Like, that is the desired state of your human existence for as long as possible, while you can still maintain that with your, you know, body. And if you don't have that, guess what? You're in a suboptimal state, and that suboptimal state is going to lead to negative effects in your life, really. But the people that she's saying this to are not healthy people. They're people who are looking for reasons to excuse their fear of effort, I guess you could say, or fear of like perceived pain that will result from attempting to lose weight and attempting to get in shape through exercise. So I don't know, it doesn't even make any sense. So let's hear what these recommendations are.
And strategies that she employs that tell me that her pursuit of thinness may come at the expense of her health. We know that even at the best of times, dieting fails. The dieting habits that Alexandria is suggesting specifically feel so aggressively restrictive. I mean, she talks about the need to go to bed so hungry to the point that you feel like you can't stand it anymore, so that you can wake up thinner with a flat stomach and your hip bones kind of sinking into the mattress. That is horribly triggering. Alexandria's recommendations have nothing to do with making more nutritious choices, but rather they're about severe restriction and denying your body the energy that it needs and is begging for. I am 100% supportive of other people's health and wellness journeys, even if they include weight loss desires. But this is downright dangerous. We've talked about the impact of set point theory, and that severe restriction is often going to result in slowed metabolism. And I am genuinely concerned that when Alexandria gives up this pursuit, because who can sustain starvation that long, the impact on her metabolism is going to be so severe that she's going to be completely devastated. Gaining weight with age and different life stages is totally normal. But in my experience, the people who see huge jumps in weight gain are the people who are severely restricting calories and then who go back to eating normally again. Fitness competitors are actually one population that comes to mind here. But restricting calories to the extreme Alexandria is noting can do some really serious damage to our body, especially for us women. This is a young, beautiful woman. I am so worried about her future reproductive health and fertility and the risk of hypothalamic amenorrhea, which I've done a whole video on, so you can check it out right here. And you don't even have to be underweight in order to be at risk. In fact, decreasing daily calories by even 470 calories have been linked to dramatic changes in our hormones and health, even if you're...
I hate everything about this. All right, why do I hate it? Fine, I've seen enough. I can't even watch this anymore. Okay, again, like, to be fair, like, I'm not saying this Alexandra, whatever, she's not doing it right. Like, she's misinformed and incorrect and doing it wrong, and that's my stance on that. But I don't think that what she's saying is necessarily right. Like, what did she say here? Like, she's going to severely damage her metabolism. Like, I wonder if she's just like dumbing this down because she has unsophisticated viewers who don't actually know what your metabolism is. You cannot, like, quote unquote damage your metabolism. You cannot. It doesn't work like that. There's no like metabolism muscle. It's like if you put demands on your body, like, your metabolism is the rate at which your body processes food or breaks down food for energy or whatever, right? So like, if you put greater demands on your body, you will increase your metabolism. If you put fewer demands on your body, you will reduce your metabolism. So like, any changes in metabolism, quote unquote, are temporary at best and can be reversed or changed in fucking 24 hours or a few hours, you know, if that. So like, there's no such thing, first of all, as like, quote unquote, damaging your metabolism. That's just wrong and is really just pandering to fucking people who want another excuse as to why they shouldn't have to control what they eat, which is really what this comes down to. What else? It's dangerous. I don't know, whatever. Like, who's gonna fucking take this girl seriously anyway? Like, you're just picking on an easy target to like do your virtual signaling dietitian fucking nonsense so you can fucking sell your books or whatever. What a joke. I'm sorry, Abbey Sharp. I just disagree with everything you say. But props to you for speaking your mind, being a strong, independent woman. I'm patronizing a little bit, but you know, no, from one famous YouTuber to another. I respect the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's what I mean. Anyway, I've seen enough. Bottom line. Let's sum up with the bottom line, right? I know there are a lot of girls out there who will watch, let's say, or who have similar values or beliefs about food and fitness that this Alexandra girl has, right? Like, I need to starve myself, a calorie is a calorie, I need to lose weight, and like I want to go to bed hungry, and I want to like do all these little tricks so that I can lose weight and be skinnier and look better and everyone will love me and blah blah blah. If you actually want a solution that works, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to give you a couple quick reasons why my way is the best way. Okay, number one, go to the gym and do anaerobic exercise. You can do calisthenics, you can do plyometrics, you can take fucking aerobics classes, you can lift weights, you can join a CrossFit gym, you can do literally anything. Okay, go fucking join a gym and do something. Okay, that's step number one. If you don't do that, you're not going to look good. Bottom line, period, end of story. Like, you want to argue with that, like, go argue somewhere else. Number two, eat mostly meat and eggs. 80 to 90% of your calories should be meat, eggs, just meat and eggs. You're not going to eat any of like other stuff that I say. Meat and eggs, okay? Fill up on that. You can eat whatever you want. Why? Because those foods are the most nutrient dense, actual nutrients, not fiber, which is a nutrient your body can absorb. Vitamins, minerals, protein, healthy fat, fucking amino acids, like whatever, all that shit. Eat mostly meat and eggs, 80 to 90% of your calories. It'll keep you full for longer. It'll prevent any desire to snack. If you eat mostly meat and eggs, you will not want to snack. I know that's hard for you to believe. You will not want to snack at all afterwards, or it'll be like vastly reduced. Your stomach will feel full and you'll be happy that it's full and you'll just be satisfied. Okay, you'll actually find satisfaction. And you'll just be healthier overall because those foods are healthy. Believe me, don't believe me, I don't care. Number three, eat one meal. Only one meal. One meal. Eat it in 2 hours, 3 hours, let's say. I like to eat mine at night because when I eat it at night, that means I have the entire day to just do whatever I want, get work done, go to work, go to the gym, have an empty stomach throughout the day. At night, I eat my meal and I go to bed. When you eat one meal a day, you do not run the risk of like eating these like several meals throughout the day, which will continuously tempt you. If you're not eating meat and eggs, it will continuously tempt you to snack because you will never fully be satisfied because you're eating not only low amounts of calories, but you're eating foods that are not satiating. You're not eating meat and or eggs, like I've said a million times. When you eat one meal at night, you are stuffing yourself to explosion almost. And you're eating foods that are very satiating. So by the time you're done, your stomach is so full that you don't want to eat anymore. And it is full of foods that will keep you full until the next day. Okay, you do those things and you do the right workouts and you will look better than 99.999% of the population. Okay, again, Abbey Sharp, sorry, HRH Collection. Hit me up if you want to hang out when I get to LA. That is it. If you guys have any other recommendations for videos or YouTubers you want me to take a look at, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.